Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. If you're just joining us, we're discussing Milwaukee's 50th anniversary celebration of Juneteenth, which commemorates the ending of slavery in the U.S. It was June 19, 1865, when the Union soldiers landed at Galveston, Texas, with the news that the war had ended and the enslaved were now free. I've been joined by Tony Kearney Sr., who serves as the executive director of the Northcott Neighborhood House, and Elizabeth Coggs. She's the Director of Operations and the Director of Juneteenth at Northcott. How are you?
We're great. How are you, Andrea?
I'm doing very well. Good to see both of you. And needless to say, there's a lot of excitement in the air. Milwaukee, of course, has one of the oldest and longest running celebrations of Juneteenth in the nation. And as I stated, this marks 50 years, and we've got a lot to look forward to. So before we get into some of the activities that everyone can get involved in, I would like to first hear from the both of you about what this milestone means to you personally, starting with you, Tony.
Well, this is African American culture and history. It is a chance for us to display the best of African Americans and to let the rest of the world know that we're real Americans. And 1865 just solidified the fact that we were real Americans. Not 3/5 of an American, we're an American. And this also gives us a chance to pass something on to our children, which is why there will be some new activities that are specifically related to children in Juneteenth that will continue on for the next 50 years.
Yes, and Elizabeth, your family, of course, has a long, rich history here in the city of Milwaukee when it just comes to community and politics and all of those things. So what does this milestone mean to you?
Well, it's an awesome celebration. I remember as a child walking up to what used to be 3rd Street and is now honorably named after Dr. Martin Luther King, and it was our holiday. My cousins and I, we would get our outfits together. We knew we were going to have a great time. At that time, the festival went late into the night, and it was concerts. And it's just a celebration of our history. It's our legacy. And it's what we should be teaching our future generations, our children, children, so that we continue this rich history. So 50 years from now in Milwaukee, they will be celebrating the 100th Juneteenth celebration. And
Yes.
That's what it's all about. Ms. Kearney mentioned that we've got a new area dedicated to youth, and we have youth leading that area. And so we're instructing and we're mentoring and we're coaching future leadership here in Milwaukee.
Yes, all very important. And speaking of the future, Tony, I mentioned that you have taken over the reins there at Northcott Neighborhood House. So talk about your vision and your mission moving forward for the organization.
Well, for the organization, it's the same mission. Mission has not changed, will not change. We're here to service this community, to provide whatever it needs. We're a vaccine site because that's important to the community, to be able to get as many of our people vaccinated as possible in a place that they trust. We're big on children. Northcott was built as a children's organization to serve youth and families. So we'll be expanding our youth programming to do some things that we haven't done before. Hydroponics, aquaponics. So we're trying to give the kids a chance to participate in new technologies and to teach us some things, because this is very new for us. And the kids are picking it up a lot quicker than we are.
Oh, yeah.
We get it, so we know we got to go get it funded for them. But it's their world. They're going to be running it, just as the kids who are running the Kids Zone at Juneteenth.
Yeah, and you guys have mentioned the Kids Zone several times, so let's get into the programs and the activities that will be offered there at Juneteenth, which this year, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going from Center to Keefe, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the Kids Zone is going to be exactly where? Tell us more about that.
Well, the Kids Zone is going to be a fun zone dedicated to children 12 years and under. We've got Miss Marquita and Miss Monet, and they're leading the charge to organize it. There'll be rides, there'll be amusement attractions, there'll be carnival games, and all of this is free due to our awesome sponsors. There'll be collaborations with West Care, Wisconsin, hot dogs, hamburgers, sausages, ice cream, chips. We'll have clowns. We've got a DJ that's doing all the coolest things that the kids do, and they're going to be doing TikToks, right?
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
hey, you know how hot that is. I try to do it with my grandson, and he just got me all over. So yeah, it's going to be, what children are interested in. We've got some of our vendors that are going to be teaching young people the game of chess. So it's a collective area. It's dedicated to youth. And we've put all different kind of provisions in place so that it is an awesome thing that will be happening on Juneteenth.
Yeah, and last year, needless to say, we were really in the thick of the pandemic, so everything was done virtually. But this year, all COVID-19 protocols and measures are being followed. So we got to talk about this parade because everybody's excited about the fact that they can kind of sit at home and watch it on TV if they want.
Yes, Channel 4 is going to televise the entire parade. County Executive Crowley will be the Grand Marshal this year. And we're asking everybody to join in.
Yeah.
This is our festival, so they have time still to get in. We're expecting the Packers to also be there, the Bucks, but most importantly, we're expecting our African-American community to be out in full force.
The opening ceremonies this year will begin at 9:30. It's important to mention that. And I actually was the host of opening ceremonies. I think we were trying to figure it out before we started airing. I think it's about 18, 19 years. So
Couple of decades.
Couple of decades.
3 years old, right?
As I give away my age. Yeah, it's just really, this is all so very important. And to get to the 50th anniversary just really says so very much. Couple other things I wanted to make sure we mentioned. Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated, they are going to be doing COVID-19 vaccinations along with blood pressure and glucose checks. And also, you guys have really been working with all levels of government and community to make this a safe and healthy event for all.
Yes, in previous years, we did the same thing. It was just no COVID. Yeah. So you're seeing it more because of COVID. Yeah. One of the real important things is going to be that we have courtesy ambassadors who will be out there handing people masks, sanitizer, trying to make sure that we do in fact stay safe.
Yeah, well, there's always been just the whole sense of community when Juneteenth takes place, and I think that this year will be no different, just really celebrating the culture. Then there's the food and the entertainment. Jammin' 98.3 has the main stage, and there will be live entertainment on that stage. Just so much to look forward to. So as we wrap up with everything that has and continues to take place in our country when it comes to systemic racism as well as racial injustice, what are your hopes for the future as we celebrate Juneteenth?
My hopes are that Black lives really do matter. that they matter to Black people first. That way we can really work toward making sure that Black lives matter to everyone else. Our children have to understand how important they are to the world. And this is their history, their culture, and there's absolutely nothing for them to be ashamed of. They need to be very, very proud of who they are and what they bring to America. So that's important. We'll also have the Black Lives Matter mural being done right in front of the main stage.
All right.
Yes,
Well,
our artist this year is Bedell Hill. He did the mural last year. He's on board this year. We're excited. It's intergenerational. Everyone in the community can grab a paintbrush and go with the design. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome day of a variety of activity. There is something for everyone there.
yes, and that's what it's all about. I thank you both for joining us today to fill us in on everything that we have to look forward to as we approach this 50th anniversary of Milwaukee's Juneteenth celebration. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Appreciate it.
Tony Kearney Sr. is the executive director of the Northcott Neighborhood House, and Elizabeth Coggs serves as the director of operations and Juneteenth at Northcott. For more information on anything we've discussed, you can call 414-372-3770 or visit northcotthouse.org.
You can help fight against COVID-19 at any age, but we need agreement from every age. Be all in with the Milwaukee Urban League to make sure everybody in the neighborhood is fully informed about the coronavirus vaccine before they decide to take it. Help unify the community. Get all in for change, all in for vaccine education, and all in against coronavirus. Let's move forward into a future where a virus does not dictate our moves. Visit tmul.org/all in.